Hi friends, I'm Rrashima Swaarup Verma. I'm a strategic business analyst by profession. I'm also a writer, poet, and a columnist. And I'm very happy to be here today because I truly believe that this is a cause that is extremely pertinent and relevant to each one of us. lockdown was an opportunity to spend time with my family, my immediate family. We were running around like crazy people, never had time for ourselves, for each other. And I think that gave us a chance to really reassess and sit down and understand what we wanted to do with life, how we wanted to really spend our lives. I think it was a blessing in disguise at that time. And yeah, my fortress of solitude was the time and the opportunity that I got to spend time with my family. So I think it made a lot of difference. And today, now that we're slowly opening up and returning to some semblance of normalcy, the lessons that I learned then, I'm going to apply them now. You know, the mind is such a complex entity. It's an entity on its own and it defines its own path. I think mental health is a state of allowing yourself to be human. Basically, telling yourself that you're a human being. Um, don't expect so much from yourself that you can't do that. So, telling yourself that it's okay to not be okay all the time, to not have it all together all the time. That I think is really what mental health is all about. Well, I try. There are certain things I feel that help me to keep going. And reading is one. I love reading, so I enjoy sitting down with a book, particularly on a day when I'm feeling stressed or not feeling completely okay. I sit down with a book. I listen to a soothing piece of music. And soothing for me doesn't have to mean anything that's slow. It could mean rock, it could mean Latin, it could mean whatever I'm in the mood for. So, music, books, these things help me with my well being, spending time with my family. And yes, sometimes now I've learned to say no to people. So, sometimes saying no, not overextending myself so much that I can't deal with it. I think all these things are lessons that I've learned, and it helps with my well being. Writing is such a solitary thing. We're doing it on our own, so we're not in jobs where we're surrounded with people, with colleagues. I think the fact that it's solitary itself is, it can be a challenge sometimes. Of course, it's wonderful, but there are times when you feel all alone. And then the people closest to you sometimes can't understand what you're going through. So your family, your friends, it's difficult to sometimes explain to them what is exactly happening or what's going on in your mind. You're so absorbed in a plot or so absorbed in a story. It's difficult to pull yourself out of that and into the real world. So, in that sense, I feel blessed because I have a wonderful circle of writer friends in the literary circle. I have a lot of friends who I feel genuinely care about me, and they're people I can reach out to because ultimately we're all in the same boat. For me, I think I try to balance things out as much as I can, and I work better with the structure. So if I have a to-do list and I know that these are the things that need to be done every day, I think it is more effective. At least for me, it is. I'm a Virgo, so Virgos are usually like that. They're more structured people. Of course, with writing, sometimes you just have an idea or you have a thought and you need to put it down. And when that kind of thing happens to me, I try to put everything else on one side and focus on writing. But overall, having a structure, having a schedule works for me. Yeah, that's how I maintain the balance. I can't help wondering why there even is a stigma about this. I think there's a lot of hullabaloo about it for nothing really. A mental health professional is another doctor. So just like you're visiting any doctor, you're visiting a mental health professional. And I think it's really important. We all go through phases, we all go through times, trying times when we're not feeling like ourselves. And I think it's really important to go to somebody who looks at your problem without a bias. So your family and friends will care about you a lot, but they're not always in a position to help you because there always is a bias with people who know you. You will not get a 100% practical solution. That's where a mental health professional can really add, can really help you. I remember this one little dialogue in a movie years back. This is New York. Even a shrink needs a shrink. And I feel why just New York? All of us living in this crazy, fast paced world, we're all in the same boat. So I would definitely go if I need to. Well, through my writing. That's my mode of communication. I mean, we have the power. Writers have the power of the pen. So through writing, I would love to contribute articles to this cause. In fact, so many of my stories, they have extremely well-developed characters, and I think characterization, strong characterization, is one of my key strengths, which basically means that if I'm developing a strong character, I'm delving into the human mind, into the human conflict, the mental conflict that human beings go through. So I think it's something that I'm already doing and definitely something that I would like to continue doing. So, yes, through my writing. I'd love to read stories that come from the heart. So, honest stories which people can relate with, which people can connect with. I think stories which come straight from the heart. Those are the kind of stories that appeal to me, and I believe those are the kind of stories that appeal to readers. So, yes, honest stories that come from the heart.